This is Twywell Hills Dales, near the village of Cranford. It's about 5 miles from where I live. It's an old quarry which has been turned into a nature reserve. And if you're in the mood, you can walk from here, the Cranford end, to Twywell, which is about 3.5 miles away. There's a nice pub there, the Old Friar, where you can get a well-earned pint. So it must be 2 or 3 years since I've come here. It's a great place for wildflowers, but most of them have started to go over now. There's a few dog roses around and dandelions and buttercups and so on. If we'd have come here 2 or 3 weeks ago, then the grasslands would have been covered in carpets of flowers. Well, it's high summer now, and it's probably the hottest day of the year so far. It's boiling hot, and so I'm going to have a walk around, see what I can see. Not much about so far. There's signs of rabbits everywhere, but they'll be deep in their burrows. They'll come out later this evening. Of course, the common sight in Northamptonshire of red kite there. We've got 3 crows up in the bush there, and one of them is a youngster, but well on the way to being an adult. Looks as though it should be fending for itself now. That's one of the adult birds there. And what's this? It's a female linnet. I did catch a glimpse of a few males with a red on them, but that's a female. Walk on a little bit. It's really good for field fairs and redwings in winter, but in summer it's a great place to see all sorts of insects. We've got here a burnet moth. It's a 5 spot, or maybe a 6 spot. And I thought this was an exotic caterpillar of some sort when I first saw it, but it's actually 2 burnet moths, which I presume are mating. Move on a little bit. Really is boiling hot today. Loads and loads of different insects. I think these are green capsids. All sorts of hoverfly. And of course these, which I call soldier beetles. Always known them as soldier beetles. They remind you of the old tin soldiers. And this teasel bush is literally covered in them. There's hundreds in it. Some mating activity going on there as well. I wish I was a little bit more genned up on insects. I think these are kind of stonefly, but move on a little bit. Every so often you come to one of these gullies which is filled with water, and it's great for dragonflies. There's mainly black-tailed skimmers and emperors flying around here. They don't seem to be settling at the moment. Oh, there's a male black-tailed skimmer. The female's yellow and black. Movement at the edge of the water there. It's a small skipper. They usually lay their eggs in a grass leaf sheath. Oh, there's a pair there now. If you look at the wings, the male has a black line on the wing. That's how you can tell. The female doesn't have that. I presume they're probably just having a drink or something. As I said, they don't usually lay their eggs anywhere like that. There's a blue-tail damselfly. Movement on the water there. I thought it was a water boatman, but the legs look a little bit long. I think it's a common backswimmer. Let's move on a bit more, see what we can see. Well, it really is excellent butterfly country here, and there's one species of butterfly I'm hoping to see. I've seen them flying around, and it's one of the best places around to see them. It's either a meadow brown or a small heath. I think it's a small heath. Very difficult to tell when the wings are closed. That's definitely a small heath. But just a flash of black and white there, and that's what I've been hoping to film. It's a marbled white. Pretty numerous in the south of England. Not Wales in the east of England though, and not in the north of the country either. But what a stunning butterfly! There's another one down here. And there's no way I can get near with the macro lens. So it's rather lively today because it's so sunny. But there it is, and that's a male. The females are much more brown underneath, although on the surface of the wing they're black and white, very similar to the males. Excellent stuff. I'll come back quite soon and try and get better shots.